Sri Dasmesh Academy will be entering 40th year of existence in 2018. Situated in Taragarh village in the foothills of Shivalik. It is just 5 kilometers from the birthplace of Khalsa, Sri Anandpur Sahib. This institution over the years has produced thousands of men and women of character and career excellence. Sri Dasmesh Academy has stood tall amidst challenges coming up from time to time. For last 7 years, Major General retired J.S. Ghumman, the director, has worked hard to bring back its past glory. Today, Academy is self-sustaining as far as financial situation is concerned.
We have with us Major General J.S. Ghumman, who is the director of Sri Dasmesh Academy. He has been here for last 7 years. We'll talk about the academy and what changes have been developing in years. Sir, welcome to the newsnumber.com.
Thank you.
So times are changing, education patterns are changing. What challenges you are facing to run this institution?
Well, initially when I landed up here, I found many things were missing. One was the work culture. The infrastructure was in bad shape. And the financial position was very down. In fact, the staff was not getting salary for even 3 to 4 months sometimes. But with the passage of time, proper financial management and army-like discipline, through that I could force people to work. So there has been improvement in work culture. There has been improvement in finances. We are self-sustainable now. I don't have to go to anyone for meeting the day-to-day expenditures.
Someone told me that the government was offering you help, but you refused.
I refuse.
So now Academy is self-sustainable.
Self-sustainable. We don't require any, only on the fees that we get from the students. On the with the help of that money, I think that's enough for us to look after ourselves. Yes, initially government did help us out for maintenance of infrastructure. Now, there was no boundary wall, so that's a prerequisite of CBSE, and moreover, no encroachment. To avoid any kind of encroachment, then now it's completely safe, and we have developed the infrastructure also in last 7 years. There's an auditorium which has come up. There's a sports complex with the swimming pool, indoor badminton, this courts and table tennis and gymnasium. All these things are additions. And not only that, I find the number of students, when I came here, it was just about 400. And now I have got 700 plus in the 3rd to 12th classes and primary section also. The total strength has crossed 1,000. Financially, we are stable now. Well, talking about the functioning of the institution, our core values that we talk about is to discipline and value education. See, normally when we talk about education, people have just one thing in mind. They try to get education with one purpose, one thing in mind, education for living. But no, we have to concentrate on education for life. When we talk about education for life, it's imbibing values in the students. So I find the students have become punctual, they are disciplined, and well, the biggest thing is, in my academy, I can say here, we are away from any kind of bad habits among the students that we see generally in Punjab, drugs, alcohol.
Yeah, drugs is a big problem.
Alcohol, no, nothing of that sort here. Well, one odd case, sometimes it was there, but they have been shunted out. So
what are the biggest challenges for this institution if we talk about today?
yeah, when we talk about challenges in the field of education, well, we have got two kinds of students here, day boarders as well as boarders. Day boarder students are from nearby area, about 10 to 12 kilometers, and they are performing well. The children who come from our primary section, they are doing exceedingly well. They can communicate well, they perform well in all the subjects. But what I find, the clientele that comes from Punjab, from the rural area, well, they come from various kind of this so-called public schools, convent schools, English schools, but they are not able to communicate in English language. So that's one challenge. And second thing, the kind of values they get from their families. Well, the time has changed. I think the biggest flaw that we could find in the present education system was after this implementation of Right to Education Act. That played a major role in bringing down the standard of education. where till class 8th you cannot fail any student. Now, जो पंजाबी कहते हैं नींव माड़ी तो बिल्डिंग माड़ी होनी है. The same thing is here in education also. If the basics are not clear, how children are going to get good education at the higher classes?
Normally, when we talk about the 80s, when this school was one of the best schools in India, so people have been talking that the quality of education and other infrastructure is going down. So in recent years, we have seen with your hard work, especially the strength of the students has increased. How you are getting back the glory for this institution? What efforts you are doing for this?
Well, to bring back the institution on rail, a lot of efforts has been done. One is, as I said, we are trying to imbibe the values. We are concentrating on communication skills. And now we have latest, the startup was about National Defense Academy. We thought we must try to get people into national defense. See, every organization has to have a unique selling point. So we are trying to make our USP as NDA. So this time I'm quite hopeful that the children who have appeared, I think we should get about 8 to 10 students who should qualify. And then, of course, physical education is also a must. My emphasis is, when I talk to the students, I say, invest in yourself. As a student, where you are supposed to invest. If you don't have good health, you cannot give your best. So you must invest in your health, have proper diet, good eating habits, invest in your time. How will you utilize your time? And then investing in the social circle, what kind of friends you have. Now all these things combined together, well, if we are able to, incorporate these things in the student's life, I think they'll be successful anywhere when they go from here.
Thank you. So this was Major J.S. Guman, who has been here for last 7 years, and he's trying his best to turn around the institution. There were some complaints about the funds, and now he says that now this institution is self-sustaining, and hopefully students would get the best education and the best values in this school.
Sprawling on the Selvan green landscape, overlooked by Shivalik hills towards north and lying eastwards to the holy city of Anandpur Sahib, Sri Dasmesh Academy is one of the premier schools of the country. The school came into being as a result of the visionary thought of the then Chief Minister of Punjab, Sardar Prakash Singh Badal, and Marshal of the Indian Air Force, Arjan Singh. The seed of this tree was planted by His Excellency Sri Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy, the then President of India, on September 24, 1978, when he laid the foundation stone of the school. The operations of the school started under the leadership of its first director and principal, Mr. G.S. Dhillon. Mr. G.S. Dhillon and his team of about 20 teachers and administrative personnel in 1980.
We are at Sri Dasmesh Academy, and we are lucky to have a student who was in the first batch of Sri Dasmesh Academy. We would like to know the changes which happened with the time and how were the initial days for the academy. Mr. Sandeep Sandhu, welcome to newsnumber.com.
The initial days were very tough and trying. The distance to Anandpur Sahib was a lot, and at that time the modern communication and transportation means were not available. But the management, the trust, they put in their best efforts under the leadership of Mr. G.S. Dhillon, and things were arranged slowly. Only one building was there. This building accommodated our hostel, our classrooms, the library, the cultural activities.
Tell us about the initial days of academy, like when you were here, few classrooms were
Yes,
constructed.
when we landed up here on 14th of July 1980, I remember the toilets were also not even in place. So the buildings were semi-complete, the construction was going on. We used to see more of laborers than teachers and students around. So there were only around 50 students, and a week later 50 more landed up here, and a week later down the line 50 more. And so in the first year we had a strength of only 150 students and around 20 teachers. So it was, I get nostalgic for the days They are worth remembrance, and we slowly saw this institution groom up into one of the the country's finest educational institutions. We became member of the IPSC conference, so that happened in 1985. So it has been growing, and the school is doing good these days under the leadership of Major General Goman.
It's 40 years since this institution was born. What changes you see in the system, in your time? How different were the students and present
Yes, the
students?
times have changed. The times have changed. The society has changed. The laws have changed. People talk about a lot of corporal punishment that was there in our times. These days you can't even touch a child, even according to the law, even according to the societal standards. So people have become more aware.
Students were more disciplined at your time?
Well, I don't know what are the discipline standards these days. But yes, in our times they were disciplined, students were disciplined, but more due to the rod. Sometimes I disagree with this also. The strictness was, especially the physical part. I strongly feel that physical punishment should not have been there at that time, which is not there now. I've checked up with the authorities. They say that physical punishment is not there, and even law doesn't permit that. But yes, discipline was there, good times, it made our lives. I see all the academicians, my school fellows, doing very well in life, and it's just because of the fact that the discipline that was ingrained in them, the moral standards that were ingrained in them, and the sense of leadership. Yes, sense of leadership was something that was inculcated in each and every student, and that has flowered now. That has flowered, and we see students doing well in all over the world. We are there. The missions are everywhere. 3 years back, there was a sports meet in which Mr. Badal said that I want the missions to be number one, and I corrected Mr. Badal. I said, sir, the missions are already number one.
So this was Sandeep Sandhu, who is an entrepreneur in Chandigarh, and like him, there are so many students who have joined politics. Who some are in police services, some are in administrative services, and lots of students have joined army also.
The staff was handpicked from the best schools and organizations of North India. The base camp was first established in a house in Chandigarh, which later moved to the tourist huts at Sri Anandpur Sahib. The first batch of 50 students of the 5th class landed here on 14th of July 1980. Two more batches of 50 students each subsequently joined the school in the same month, the same year. The hostel building of the Satluj House served both the purpose of boarding and lodging as well as the classrooms. The construction activity was going on in full swing, and other buildings that now accommodate the Vyas and Ravi houses soon came up. The arched brick finished buildings with well-ventilated and well-lit dormitories placed in T-shape, dressing rooms and washrooms, common rooms, passages have almost become iconic and synonymous with being nurseries of immense talent and leaders that are doing wonders across the world in all walks of life.
My name is Jashan Kaur, and I'm studying in this school since last 12 year. And this school is a kind of like everything for me. The aura of this school always shrivels my spines when I used to enter this school. And this is my last year as I'm in 12th standard, and I'll be really missing this school very much. The teachers of this institute are very much good, they are very much experienced, and we have learned lots of things in this school. Not only we concentrate on our studies, but also in other co-curricular activities, like what my personal favorite is debate competitions and extemporaries and all that things. So as I'm able to speak in English just because of this school, just because of the experience in talking to my teachers who always speak with us in English.
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਦੂਜਾ ਸਾਲ ਹੈ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਅਕੋਰਡਿੰਗ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਝ ਮਿਲਿਆ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਖੇਡਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਮਤਲਬ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਚ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਐਥਲੈਟਿਕਸ ਦੇ, ਬਾਕੀ ਬੈਡਮਿੰਟਨ ਟੀਮ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੀਪਲ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਤਿਆਰੀ ਕਰਵਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਈ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਟੀਚਰਸ ਦਾ ਯੋਗਦਾਨ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਔਰ ਜੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜਾਏ ਤਾਂ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗੀ।
And year later in 1981, 3 more classes, 8th, 7th and 3rd, were taken in. The school was granted the membership of the prestigious Indian Public School Conference, that is IPSC, in 1982. As the numbers grew, so did the need of resources and infrastructure. The teachers and the subordinating staff left no stone unturned as this self-sufficient campus with elaborate hostels, academic wings, staff housing, gymnasium and sporting facilities for football, hockey, cricket, basketball, volleyball and athletics came into being over months and years. A dining hall to accommodate 500 students simultaneously was constructed.
So my duty is to mainly to ensure that the food is healthy. We are also having a duty to have discipline in the mess, and there should be proper grace before and after the mess.
For this meal, for all the mercies, thank you Lord.
2 academic blocks and a full-fledged administrative building housing the directors, registrars, vice principals and accounts offices took shape. This massive building also housed other facilities like the CSD canteen, library and an open assembly area.
I am Colonel Kamal. I have joined here in month of December last year and I am very happy to have joined here. It's a very well run residential public school and under the able guidance of our Director Sir, Major General J.S. Gumman, VSM. Our aim is to provide responsible citizens of India and give them a good education and also concentrate on their all-round development of the personality. We provide them, apart from good education, we provide them good facilities for the co-curricular activities and the sports facilities. Our students excel in sports and academics and they bring a lot of medals at national level meets.
The school has followed a strict disciplinary regimen from the very first day of its inception. For the last almost 39 years, the day here begins with the morning bell for physical training, followed by washing, cleaning and attendance for breakfast. This is followed by the morning assembly. For almost 4 decades, hill in the vicinity welcomed the fresh morning with the reverberating tunes of Dey Shiva. The Academy song penned by Dasmesh Pita Sri Guru Govind Singh himself, after whom the Academy is named.
Since last 15 years, I have found that this is the best place, the best school I have ever seen, because here we are getting every facility, every opportunity that a student can get. So it develops a student for the all-round development takes place here in the student, and student becomes confident, he becomes responsible, and he surely will become a good citizen in future if he studies here in this institution.
There is a good experience in this academy. There are a lot of things I know from here, and I am from Amritsar, and that's why I am here study from last 5 years to gain more knowledge.
The high academic standards, discipline, sporting spirit and all-round development of students is being looked after by Major General retired J.S. Gumman and his team. They have made commendable efforts to keep the flag of Sri Dasmesh Academy flying high, despite difficulties and modern-day competitive challenges from other schools. The school students regularly bring laurels in various IPSC and CBSE meets. Students also get to perform in fine arts, musical and cultural performances debates and declamations at various levels.
My aim is to achieve that the student should be given each and everything of sports, and I am taking that sport in charge as a vice.
The body of former students is spread all across the world. The students of Sri Dasmesh Academy are doing exceedingly well in various professions, including medicine, management, engineering, sciences, journalism, defense, and bureaucracy. A large number of them have earned distinction in business, entrepreneurship, and politics as well.
Academy I joined in 84 and I was there till 1991. So 6ਵੀਂ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 12ਵੀਂ ਤੱਕ ਸੋ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਫਾਰਮੇਟਿਵ ਈਅਰ ਸੀ ਕੈਰੀਅਰ ਦੇ ਉਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਦਸਮੇਸ਼ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ 'ਚ ਹੀ ਗੁਜ਼ਾਰੇ ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਚੰਗਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਸੀ। ਪਿੰਡ ਤੋਂ ਆ ਕੇ ਗੁਰਦਾਸਪੁਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਤੋਂ ਗਲਵਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾਣਾ, ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਮੀਡੀਅਮ ਤੋਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਮੀਡੀਅਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਮਤਲਬ ਹਰ ਸਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨ ਇੰਪਰੂਵ ਕਰਕੇ ਸੋ ਲੰਬਾ ਸਫ਼ਰ ਸੀ, ਚੰਗਾ ਸਫ਼ਰ ਸੀ, ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਝ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਤੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਉੱਥੇ ਗੁਰੂਆਂ ਦੀ ਧਰਤੀ, ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਦਾ ਰਹਿਰਾਸ ਦਾ ਪਾਠ, ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਜੜ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜਨ ਵਾਲੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ। ਸੋ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਬੈਲੈਂਸ ਸੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਖੇਡਾਂ ਦਾ, ਉੱਥੇ ਸਪਿਰਚੁਅਲਿਟੀ ਦਾ, ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ। ਸੋ ਉਹ ਸਮੇਲ ਮੇਰਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਸਕੂਲਾਂ 'ਚ ਤਾਂ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਹੈ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਲੇਕਿਨ ਉਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ ਜਾਂ ਜਿਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਮਾਹੌਲ ਸੀ ਜਾਂ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੀਪਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਢਿੱਲੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਸੀ। ਸੋ ਉਹ ਸਮੇਂ ਨੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਇੱਕ ਡਿਸਿਪਲਿਨ ਵਾਲੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਝ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ। ਮੇਰਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਜੋ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਯੋਗਦਾਨ ਹੈ। ਏਰੀਆ ਵਾਈਜ਼ ਕਹਿ ਲਈਏ ਕਿ ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਯਾਦ ਆ ਕਿ ਅਮਰੂਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਗ ਸੀਗੇ ਉੱਥੇ, ਮਤਲਬ ਇੰਨੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਗਰਾਊਂਡਸ, ਬਾਗ ਅਤੇ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਸ਼ਿਵਾਲਿਕ ਫੁੱਟ ਹਿਲਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਕੂਲ। ਉੱਥੇ ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਯਾਦ ਕਰੀਏ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਮੌਨਸੂਨ ਸੀਜ਼ਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਕਿਵੇਂ ਉਹ ਧੁੰਦ ਦੇ ਬੱਦਲ ਡਿੱਗਦੇ ਸੀ, ਨੈਣਾ ਦੇਵੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਸਾਰਾ। ਸੋ ਇੱਕ ਅਲੌਕਿਕ ਨਜ਼ਾਰਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਹੀਏ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੜੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਉਹ ਹੋਈ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਇੱਕ ਹਿਲਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਸਿੱਖ ਇੰਸਟੀਚਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਜਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਇੰਸਟੀਚਿਊਸ਼ਨ, ਮੇਰਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਉਹਦਾ ਸਿਹਰਾ ਦਸਮੇਸ਼ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਅਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਇਨਫਰਾਸਟਰਕਚਰ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਅਜੇ ਨਵਾਂ ਸਕੂਲ ਸੀ, ਇਨਫਰਾਸਟਰਕਚਰ ਨਵਾਂ ਸੀ ਅਤੇ ਵੱਧ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ। ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਜਿਮਨੇਜ਼ੀਅਮ ਬਣੇ ਜਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਬਣੀਆਂ। ਉੱਥੇ ਮੈਸ ਦਾ, ਇੰਨੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਇਕੱਠਾ ਖਾਣਾ, ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ ਗ੍ਰੇਸ ਹੋਣੀ, ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਰਨਾ, ਮਤਲਬ ਬਹੁਤ ਛੋਟੀਆਂ ਛੋਟੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕਰੀਏ ਅਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਦੇਖੀਏ, ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖੀਏ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਛੋਟੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਯੋਗਦਾਨ ਹੈਗਾ। ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ 'ਚ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਸਿਖਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਜੀ ਖਾਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦਾ ਸ਼ੁਕਰਾਨਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਉਸ ਮਾਹੌਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਾਣੇ ਅਣਜਾਣੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਉਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਾਲ, ਸਪਿਰਚੁਅਲਿਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜ ਕੇ ਰੱਖਦੀਆਂ ਸੀ। ਦੇਖੋ ਇੰਸਟੀਟਿਊਸ਼ਨਸ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੀਏ, ਸਕੂਲ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਇੰਜੀਨੀਅਰਿੰਗ ਕਾਲਜ, ਫਿਰ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਐਗਰੀਕਲਚਰ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਲੁਧਿਆਣਾ, ਉੱਥੋਂ MBA, ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਸੂਰੀ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਕੀਤੀ, ਨਾਗਪੁਰ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ, ਰੀਸੈਂਟਲੀ ਮੈਂ LLB ਵੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਤੋਂ। ਲੇਕਿਨ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਸਮਾਂ ਸਕੂਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਿਤਾਇਆ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਨੰਬਰ ਆਫ ਈਅਰਸ ਦੇਖੀਏ, ਅਤੇ ਉਹ ਜੇ ਦੇਖੀਏ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪੇਸ਼ੈਂਸ ਹੈ, ਹਾਰਡ ਵਰਕ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਅਤੇ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਸਕੂਲ 'ਚ ਮਿਲੀਆਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਨੇ।
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਦੋਸਤੋ, ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬੜੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਮਾਣ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਬਚਪਨ ਦੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਅਹਿਮ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਲ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਦਸ਼ਮੇਸ਼ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਿਤਾਉਣ ਦਾ ਸੁਭਾਗ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੋਇਆ। ਉਸ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਧਰਤੀ 'ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਲ ਬਿਤਾਏ, ਮੈਂ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਉਹ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਅਹਿਮ ਸਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਸਨ ਅਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਛ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਿਆ, ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਛ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੋਇਆ। ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਡਿਸਿਪਲਿਨ, ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਿਹਨਤ, ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਉਸ ਜੋ ਸਮਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਬਿਤਾਇਆ ਉਹਦਾ ਨਤੀਜਾ ਹੈ। ਅਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਛੇ ਦੋਸਤ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਿਭਦੇ ਨੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਬਣੇ। ਅਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਐਸੀ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਸ ਨੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਰੌਸ਼ਨ ਅੱਜ ਪੂਰੇ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ। ਸਾਡੇ ਦਸ਼ਮੇਸ਼ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਦੋਸਤ ਅੱਜ ਪੂਰੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਉੱਚੇ ਉੱਚੇ ਅਹੁਦਿਆਂ 'ਤੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੈ। ਜਦ ਵੀ ਨਾਂ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਮਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੜਾ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਸ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਦੇਣ ਹੈ। ਅਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਾਮਨਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਭਵਿੱਖ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਦਸ਼ਮੇਸ਼ ਅਕੈਡਮੀ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਮੇਂ 'ਚ ਇਹ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਛਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਸੇਧ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਰਹੇਗੀ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਵਿਸ਼ਵ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਰੋਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨਗੇ।
The school began as one meant only for boys, but in the 90s, a policy decision was taken to take in girls as well. Decision was also taken to allow day scholars. Today, the number of boarders is 200, while the strength of day scholars is more than 500.
My name is Raghuvir Singh. I am PGT Biology. I have been working here since 2003 January. I joined in 2003 January here as a PGT Biology, and thereafter I have been looking after the teaching of biology in senior classes, like classes 9 to 12. The students here are very good, and they are really hard-working students.
I am here for last nine years, and I have been appointed as discipline head for this institute. As far as talking about discipline of the school, our school is very much disciplined in whole area, and we have excelled in academics, co-curricular activities, sports, and also many students are there who have joined NDA from our institute. Talking about my experience in this school, I have very fruitful experience here. The staff members here helps the student in every field they need the help, and guide us in every field of my life. As this is my last year in this school, and I wanted to become an IAS officer, and my teachers are guiding me for this.
I'm here since my nursery. I'm studying here since my 15 years. My aim is to be an IAS officer. According to me, this is the best institution in Punjab, as it is not only providing us to excel in the field of academics, but also in sports, in studies, etc. It is not only developing our personality in the field of sports, but also excelling us with our confidence.
So I have spent whole of my life in this school. So as old student, I would like to tell about the cultural activities, because when it was my first day in the school, I remember that. Then I sang. There was a function known as Freshers' Day, so I sang a song, and everybody stood and clapped for me. It was the best moment of my life.
Academy has dedicated music teacher, under whom students have excelled at various functions and competitions.
जिस दा साहिब डाटा होए तिस ना मार ना सके कोई, मार ना सके कोई।
जिंदगी तमाशा बनी, दुनिया दा हासा बनी, जिंदगी तमाशा बनी।
हंसी बन गए, हाँ नमी बन गए, तुम मेरे आसमां, मेरी ज़मीं बन गए।
I have joined this academy from last 2 years, and I am in class +2. And this is a music class going on. There are highly qualified teachers which make us learn the class music. And this is the best academy which nurtures the hidden talent of students here. And glorious academy in a pure and neat environment, pollution-free environment in the feet of the nature, mountains, and very natural environment is being provided by the students. There is overall development of the students here, like physically, mentally, as well as socially, emotionally, and well balanced. And students are being taught how to live a well balanced life.
Through the years of its existence, Sri Dasmesh Academy has truly testing times for years. There was an extreme financial crunch due to the paucity of students in the 90s. The staff retention became very low. It had almost become impossible to run the institution as one director and principal changed for the other. However, the credit of the revival of Sri Dasmesh Academy goes to the current director, who has turned the things around with his sense of leadership and financial wizardry. This film is one humble attempt of the former students of the school to showcase its greatness and strengths. Let us pray for Chardi Kala of every member of Sri Dasmesh family.